Before we begin, please subscribe to my channel at Everything AI_2026, click the like button, and share the video. By subscribing, you gain access to a dedicated knowledge hub designed to keep you at the frontier of the AI revolution. We don't just report on the news, we decode the future. Now let us begin. As we stand in early 2026, the definition of General Artificial Intelligence, AGI, has evolved from a theoretical concept into a tangible, economic benchmark. Historically defined simply as a machine that can learn any task a human can, the 2026 working definition has shifted toward autonomy and economic capability. AGI is now increasingly viewed as a system that can not only answer questions but can autonomously plan, execute, and verify complex workflows, effectively replacing the output of a remote human expert. Current status in 2026. The industry is currently transitioning from the Chatbot Era 2022 to 2024 into the Agentic Era. As of January 2026, we have reached what researchers call Level 2.5 on the path to AGI. Leading models from labs like OpenAI, Google DeepMind, and Anthropic have mastered thinking, the ability to pause, reason, and simulate multiple future scenarios before taking action. These systems are no longer just predicting the next word, they are forming distinct plans. For example, today's advanced reasoning models can be given a high-level goal, such as audit this codebase for security vulnerabilities and patch them, and they will autonomously navigate the file system, test their own code, fix errors, and submit a final pull request without human intervention. However, true AGI remains elusive due to two primary bottlenecks: reliability and world modeling. While 2026 models are brilliant at digital tasks, coding, writing, analysis, they still struggle with the common sense physics of the real world and occasionally hallucinate in complex, long-horizon planning. They are exceptional specialists but still brittle generalists. Furthermore, the constraint on progress has shifted from raw computing power, chips, to energy infrastructure. The massive data centers required to train the next generation of models are effectively capped by the capacity of national power grids, slowing the exponential curve slightly as tech giants race to secure nuclear and renewable energy sources. Outlook: the next 10 years, 2026 to 2036. The next decade will likely be defined by three distinct phases of AGI evolution. Phase 1. The Agentic Workforce, 2026 to 2029. In the immediate future, AI agents will move from novelties to standard enterprise tools. We will see the deployment of systems that don't just talk but do. By 2028, it will be standard for a single human to manage a fleet of AI agents, one for scheduling, one for research, one for coding, effectively giving every white-collar worker a staff of 10. The barrier to entry for creating software or media will collapse, leading to an explosion of personalized apps and content, but also significant labor friction in administrative and entry-level digital sectors. Phase 2, the Expert Systems and Science Acceleration, 2029 to 2032. By the turn of the decade, models are projected to exceed the median human expert in specific, high-value domains like medicine, law, and engineering. This is where the economic impact becomes profound. We will likely see the first AI scientists, systems capable of reading the entire corpus of biological literature to hypothesize and simulate new drug compounds, drastically shortening the R&D cycle for curing diseases. The definition of AGI will likely be met during this window, as systems demonstrate the ability to learn entirely new fields. For example, a model trained on law teaching itself quantum mechanics, without retraining. Phase 3. Embodiment and Superintelligence, 2033 to 2036. The final phase of the next decade involves embodiment, downloading this superintelligence into humanoid robots, like the mature versions of Tesla's Optimus or Figures units. Once AGI has a physical body and a perfect understanding of physics, it can begin to interact with the physical world to manufacture, repair, and build. By 2035, the conversation will shift from AGI, human level, to ASI, Artificial Superintelligence, systems that are vastly smarter than humans. The primary societal challenge in 2036 will not be scarcity, but distribution, how to organize a society where the cost of intelligence and labor approaches zero, and the vast majority of economic output is generated by non-human actors. In summary, 2026 is the year AI learned to reason and act. The next 10 years will be the story of how that reasoning is applied to solve the physical and scientific problems that have plagued humanity for centuries, necessitating a complete rewrite of our economic social contracts. Thank you for your attention and see you soon in the next video. Please let me know your opinion in the comment section.